Hello everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet the Sweet as Honey blanket. Now this is a beautifully textured crochet blanket pattern. It features a fairly straightforward, simple design with a finished double crochet ribbing for the edging. It's super soft and features some gorgeous color changes, mostly in part due to the yarn that I'm using for this blanket. For the blanket, I'm using the Caron Cloud Cakes in the Perfect Phasing Stream. This is a very soft yarn, polyester yarn. The color shown here is golden. Each cake has approximately 720 yards. And for the size blanket that I have, which is 50 inches by 52 inches, you're going to need a full 4 cakes of yarn. Now, a note about getting the color changes as I have done, which goes from this dark to this beautiful light and back into the dark again. It's all in how you join the yarn at the end of each cake. So for my blanket, I started at the center of the yarn and went out, and then when I joined my next cake, instead of starting at the center again, I started on the outside with this lighter color and then worked my way back into the middle and so forth, going back and forth. So you'll need 4 of these cakes for the size blanket. I'll give you some instruction later on how to change the size. You're also going to need a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook, and a copy of the free written instructions would be helpful as well, and they're on my website at richtexturescrochet.com. They're linked directly in the description of this video. Also down in the description you'll find direct links to my 2 crochet books available on Amazon. One is a collection of barn quilt blankets. There's 5 designs in here that feature a geometrical pattern, as well as my intermediate crochet stitches. If you're someone who loves to learn new crochet stitches, this book is for you. They're linked in the description of this video. So thank you so much for joining me. While you're here, I invite you to subscribe. Take a look around. This channel is updated every single week with free crochet patterns and stitch tutorials. Let's grab our hooks and yarn and get started. Now our blanket today is worked in rows, and we're going to be working along the short edges, beginning with our double crochet ribbing. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by making a slip knot. You're then going to work a foundation chain, and for my foundation chain I worked a total of 199 chains. That gave me a length of about 50 inches for a blanket that was 50 by 52. If you wish to change the size of your blanket, which I'm also going to do today because I'm only going to be working a swatch, you're going to need a multiple of 4 stitches plus 3. So today I'm going to go ahead and chain 31 chains. There's 28, which is my multiple of 4 plus 3 more for 29, 30, and 31. Otherwise, you'll go ahead and chain 199. Then for row 1, you're going to begin by working a double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook, and then double crochet into each chain all the way across. Your chain 3 at the start does count as a double crochet stitch. So at the end of this row, you're going to have a total of 197 stitches, including that chain 3. At the end of row 1, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 2, we're going to begin by working a half double crochet into the top of our first stitch, Your chain 1 does not count as a stitch. We're now going to work alternating front and back post double crochet stitches. So around the post of the next stitch, we're going to work a front post double crochet. Yarn over, bring your hook in front of your work and insert your hook from the front, around back, and out through the front again around the post of that next stitch. Yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 more. You're then going to work a back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. To work the back post double crochet, yarn over, bring your hook in back of your work, insert your hook from back, around front, and out through the back again, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 more. We're going to repeat this all the way across, front post, double crochet around the post of the next stitch, and back post, double crochet around the post of the next. Front post, followed by back post, all the way across until you come to your final stitch. And in this case, our final stitch is going to be our starting chain 3. I'm almost all the way across here at the end of row 2, front post, back double crochet into that final stitch, and then into the top of your turning chain, work a half double crochet. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 3, we're going to work a half double crochet into the top of your first stitch, and start off by working a back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. Then front post double crochet around the post of the next, and back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. You're going to repeat this all the way across, front post double crochet followed by a back post double crochet all the way across until you come to your final stitch. Into the top of your final stitch, you're going to work a half double crochet. At the end of your row 3, you're finishing off with a back post double crochet followed by a half double crochet into the top of that final stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now for the next 4 rows, rows 4, 5, 6, and 7, you're going to repeat your rows 2 and 3 twice more. So beginning with the half double crochet in the first stitch, your row 2, then proceeded with a front post double crochet around the post of the next, and then your back post, and then your repeat of row 3, which began with the back post double crochet followed by a front post. So you're going to repeat your rows 2 and 3 twice more. That will bring you to the end of row 7, and you can meet me back here. At the end of row 7, this is what your work looks like from the beginning, much longer of course, but that is the ribbing of the blanket. You're then going to chain 1 and turn your work, and for row 8 we're going to start in on the texture that forms the body of our blanket. We have 1 row to kind of get us set up before the repeat, so we're going to start by chaining 1, turning our work, work a single crochet into that first stitch, skip the next stitch, and into your next work 3 double crochet stitches, all back into the same stitch. Skip the next stitch and single crochet into the next. Skip the next stitch and into the next work 3 double crochet stitches. Skip the next stitch and single crochet into the next. You're going to repeat this all the way across, and you're then going to finish off with a single crochet into the final stitch. Single crochet into that final stitch and chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 9, we're going to begin by working 2 double crochet stitches into our first stitch. So there's 1 and 2. The chain 1 does not count as a stitch. You're then going to skip the next stitch and work a front post single crochet around the post of the next. To work your front post single crochet, bring your hook in front of your work and insert your hook from the front, around back and out through the front again of the post of the next stitch. Yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That is your front post single crochet. You're then going to skip the next stitch and work 3 double crochets into your next single crochet stitch. We're going to repeat that all the way across. Skip the next stitch, front post single crochet around the post of the next, skip the next stitch, and work 3 double crochets into the next single crochet stitch. Repeat this all the way across. When you come all the way across, you're going to finish off by working your front post single crochet and then working 2 double crochets into the final stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 10. We're going to begin by working a single crochet into the top of our first stitch. Skip the next stitch and into the next single crochet, work 3 double crochet stitches. Skip the next stitch and work a front post single crochet around the post of the next stitch. Repeat that all the way across. Work 3 double crochets into your next single crochet stitch. Skip the next stitch and front post single crochet around the post of the next. 3 double crochets into the next single crochet stitch. Skip the next stitch and front post single crochet. You're going to repeat this all the way across, and we're going to finish off with a single crochet into the top of our final stitch. And single crochet into the top of the final stitch. You're then going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 11 onward, you're going to simply repeat your rows 9 and 10. So your row 9 began with the 2 double crochet stitches into the first stitch, followed by your row 10, which was the single crochet in the top of the first stitch. So repeat rows 9 and 10 until your work from the beginning measures approximately 49.5 inches. If you wish to have your blanket longer, you may certainly continue a little bit further, but if you want to keep it within the 4 Caron cakes, then you'll want to stop at about 49.5 inches. Once you have worked a total of 49.5 inches, you're going to then work some more edging on the opposite side. I'm going to go ahead here and work one more row, and then we'll work that final edging together. Okay, so I've gone on and just have worked one more row. It was a repeat of my row 10. You'll have a much larger blanket, but I just want to show you how to work that final edging. So at the end of the repeat of row 10, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And as you come down to that final bit of edging, you're going to begin the next row by working a double crochet into the first stitch and then double crochet into each stitch all the way across. So we're just working one double crochet stitch into each stitch all the way across, and this is after we've worked about 49.5 inches of length in our blanket. Once you've worked double crochet stitches all the way across, chain 1 and turn your work. Just as you did below, you're going to be working some more of the double crochet ribbing. So for your next row, work a half double crochet into the first stitch, followed by a front post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. Back post double crochet around the post of the next, followed by a front post double crochet around the post of the next. Continue to repeat this all the way across. You're going to finish off this row with a half double crochet into the top of your final stitch. At the end of that row, you're going to finish off with your half double crochet, chain 1 and turn your work. Now for your next row, half double crochet into the top of that first stitch, followed by a back post double crochet around the post of the next. Front post double crochet, and then back post double crochet. You're going to repeat that all the way across. Finish off with your half double crochet into the top of your final stitch, and then you are going to repeat these final 2 rows twice more. So once again, you'll want to have a total of 6 rows of front and back post double crochet stitches, and then you can fasten off, weave in your ends, and that's all there is to working the Sweet as Honey blanket. So thank you so much for joining me. Once again, I invite you to take a look around. Don't forget to subscribe. If you happen to make the Sweet as Honey blanket and share it on social media, do be sure to tag Rich Textures Crochet. I always love to come by and admire your work. Until I see you again, happy crocheting. Bye.